Well, good morning guys, it is the 15th of April and me and Jane are up at Inverness waiting for our pickup to go back to Fort William to start the Great Glen canoe trail. And what a beautiful morning it is. We've got Jane there. Say hi Jane.
Hi Jane.
Got the mad dog down there and look at this weather. Superb. However, if you look across there, you might just be able to make out some dodgy clouds. Apparently over the west it's not as nice as it is here. However, who cares? So we came up late last night and we're just having a cuppa, and we're going to get all of that packed into the shuttle driver's van. It was called Dan, the man with the van. It's good to be back and it's good to be out, and watch this space. Well, that's it, the start. Canoe's packed, dog's loaded, just paddle water away from that boat on. We're at Benarvy Locks, top of Neptune's Ladder, and it's 60 miles that way. And the good thing about being at the back is Jane doesn't know when I'm paddling or not.
I do, because I can tell that the boat's going the wrong direction.
On the side. Get that snowy mountain in the top. I know, but I'm saying when you do that, you don't need to. It's gonna get out, it's not gonna hurt now. Just let it get in, it's alright. Another 5 minutes. Oh. Oh. Look at that view. So we managed to get to Gairlocky in 2 hours. Super paddle power. So Jane's making some dinner. There's Loch Lochy at the beginning of, and there's the trolley, because you've got to portage around the locks. So we'll portage around and put it back in the lock there. But fantastic weather, made fantastic time. So hopefully the rest of the trip continues the same. Fingers crossed. Near the snow-capped Ben Nevis, the Nevis Range, going across to Loch Lochy. Loch Lochy ahead. Loch Lochy straight ahead. Loch Lochy. Day one, we're just past Clunes on Loch Lochy, but we're going to head around the corner. Well, we're going to see if we can get around the corner. We've got another couple of hours left to paddle, but we're in fine fettle. The weather's lovely, the wind's not in the exact direction, but it's all right. I'd rather have it going down the loch, but never mind, such is life. Haven't caught anything, but it's all good. Look at that view. So it's 4 o'clock. We're going to paddle till 6 and see where we end up. Well, good morning folks, it's morning 2. We're on Loch Lochy at Glass Door. I think we've got about, I don't know, estimate about 4-5 miles to get off the loch. We spent the night in the the hut. Caught a nice trout, which you'll have seen the picture of. In there, it's cooking with some boiled eggs for breakfast. Wasn't a bad night. And that's what it's all about. Our Meg's charity run. Wish you were here, Don. And as always, just like me tent, the hut's a total mess as well. But a beautiful day, and let's have some bait, get packed up, and let's get away. We're heading for Loch Out today. Potentially we might even push on to Kytra because there's a camp spot there, but we'll see how we'll go. We've done about 14 miles yesterday, I think, in total. It was a good paddle, hard paddle, but for the first day it was a good bit of mileage ticked off. So yes, until the next one. That's it, so we're all packed. We've got a bit of wind, a few miles to go. Just go make sure the cab's all tidy, no rubbish. A lot of stuff that was left. These big logs and stuff on the fire were even that. That's the wife. Nice and clean. Nice and clean. Fantastic place now, this a glass doors. You've got a composting toilet, urinal, everything. It's great. Places for camping, for pitching spots. Lovely. And there she is again. There's the girlie. Until next time, my love. If you're ever passing and you see her, say hello. That's it then. So, onward and upward. Loch Lochy. Final stretch towards the end. Plenty behind we. And Jane's trying to steer the boat unsuccessfully towards the bank. You know, give a woman a man's job and all that. Other way, doll. Paddle harder, faster. Look, so we're going back that way, but we're really supposed to be going that way. Everything like that, I thought it. Right, I'm gonna turn this. Oh. halfway through day 2 and we're at Lochcoik, the back end of Lochcoik, the end's up there. Old castle there and the old boat. Still going strong. We've just had a breather and had a break, had a nice bacon sandwich which was delightful, but the shop's shut, so we can't get any supplies, so we're going to have to push on through to Canoe, I think. So there we are, there we have it. So second night we're at Canoe Locks. We're about 1.25 miles away from Fort Augustus. It's a beautiful little place. And they've got a little designated camping area. So we've got the tent up, got a little fire going. There's Jim with a cup of tea. I've totally smashed it over the last 2 days. We're about 40 kilometres in, out of 100, 102. So we're just under halfway, but yeah, so this is the campsite at Canoe Locks. Like I say, about 1.5 miles, 1.25 miles before Fort Augustus. And it's lovely. I'm just having a cup of tea, getting things charged up, getting cleared away, and then we're going to bed. As you can see, the mad dog is already in bed, as he does. So we'll catch you tomorrow. Well, it's morning 3, and last night we... Is it morning 3 or morning 4? Morning 4. Morning 4. So last night, night 3, we decided to go to Fires Loch Ness camping site and treat ourselves to a nice pod. There's a sort of a bit of incentive to have a good night's sleep, a good shower, and so that's our little pod there. As you can see, the sun is out. There's Jane looking fully revitalised, ready to go. And there's Loch Ness. It's a beautiful sight. It's a bit expensive, but hey, we asked for a pod and they said we would only do 2 nights, but because of what we were doing, because we were doing it for the charity, they give her a pod for the night. But there's the canoe, and the water's looking lovely. Skies are looking clear, and yeah, but yeah, what a nice sight. Do a fantastic cup of coffee, lovely cup of coffee. So we're going to have some breakfast, get ourselves turned round, and get packed up, and then head down to the east end of Loch Ness, camp there, and then it's a 1 day back to the van, hopefully, if the weather's okay and the wind's in the right direction. But I don't think we'll have any issues. And there's a little mad dog still enjoying himself in the sun. Second time Great Glen way completed. First time Great Glen way to be completed. Jane's caught the sun, and there's the little pod. Had a couple of beers last night, which was nice. Jane had some wine. Like I say, a little bit of a celebration, getting over halfway. So we'll see you back on the loch. That's Fires. Like I say, that's where we're going. Packed up, and that's where we've been. Lovely. Beautiful, beautiful morning.
Or the lip print on a half-filled cup of coffee that you poured and didn't drink. But at least you thought you wanted it. That's so much more than I can say for me. What a good year for the roses. Many blooms still linger there. Long could stand another mowing.
Don't know if you can hear us, but we're having a spot of lunch and we're going to try and get off Loch Ness, but the weather has turned with the wind, and as you can see, we're heading over there. Back into Loch Ness, and we're trying to get the sail up. We're not catching much wind, but we're getting a little bit. It seems amazing we've actually come all that way. Stunning. Well guys, that's Loch Ness done, and Loch Dochart. We're back into the canal now, and up the Dochart Loch, and then we're going to see how we feel from there, whether we're going to go back to the van or camp at Loch Dochart. But it's been a fantastic trip through so far. Jane's over the moon, she's looking for a rock to take back as a souvenir. Dog's glad just to be on land. That last crossing from Dawes, just to the west of Dawes, was rather windy and choppy, but it was good fun. But we're here, so good stuff. What's it called again? Loch Dorroch? Dorroch. Oh, Loch Garrick. Right, so we're at Loch Garrick, which is the last loch. It's the first loch after the end of Loch Ness, and it's the last loch. The next loch we get out, and that's we're done in about 7.5 kilometres. We've already travelled about 12 miles a day, so we've got another sort of 3 miles, so it'll be about a 15-mile day, and then we're done and dusted. But the weather's still fantastic. The dog's ready to go home. Me and Jane's raring for something to eat.
Starving.
And a good bed. So we'll catch you at the very end. Well, this is it. We are 200 yards away from the actual end of our epic canoe trip for Megan's Rose of Hope charity. And it is 6 o'clock on Tuesday. We set off on 12 o'clock on Saturday, so it's took me 3.5 days to do it. 62 miles, and we're just coming to the end now.